Hey guys, Liz Stapleton from elizabethstapleton.com, and in today's video I'm going to talk about 11 ways to increase your Pinterest click-through rate. If you find this video helpful, please take a second to like and subscribe. It really helps me growing this channel. Let's go ahead and get to it. So the first thing you should be doing to increase your Pinterest click-through rate, actually step back a second before I dig into the 11 things. The reason I'm focusing on click-through rate because that's the big money maker on Pinterest, right? Like monthly views are a vanity metric. They do not directly correlate to click-throughs. I know because I have several clients and I've seen the back end. Like I have ones that have like the same number of monthly views and totally different click-through rates. Okay, or at least when I started. But anyway, so if you see like another blogger and you're like, oh, how do they have so many monthly views? Realize that just because they have a lot of monthly views doesn't mean they have a lot of clicks to their website. So focus on the click-through rate. Monthly views can be great in terms of the more people that see your stuff, the more opportunities to have your stuff clicked on, but doesn't mean it is being clicked on. So don't be fooled by high monthly views. Look at click-through rate. So that's why I'm saying ways to increase your Pinterest click-through rates and not your like monthly views, although you'll likely see an increase in that too. Okay, so the first thing is have a call to action. So if you want more people to go from your website to your pin, or from the pin to your website, tell them to go. Have a call to action there, say, and tell them what they'll get there. You know, something like, go read this post now. This post was so awesome. You should check it out. You know, obviously your description is going to include more than that, but end it with call to action that tells them to go to your website. Okay. Another way to increase that click-through rate is to use suspense. They're like, I want to know the answer to that. Let me go ahead and click through. It's why when you see those posts on Facebook where it's like 27 ways to clean your kitchen or something, and they comment like, number 3 blew me away. Oh my gosh. You're like, what the hell is number 3? You know, and you go click on it to go read number 3 or whatever, and you get sucked in. So you can use a similar sort of suspense technique on Pinterest. So, for example, and I'm totally making this up. Maybe I have a pin where the description's like, it was amazing earning $1,000 just one weekend. If I had known I could earn that kind of money just by doing ... You're wondering what I did, right? You know, and you would be likely to click on it. Because who doesn't want to earn $1,000 in a weekend? I made that up. So, I mean, there's lots of ways to make $1,000 in a weekend. But anyway, moving on. Number 3, give a little, but not all of it. So similar to the suspense, but not quite the same thing. So this is especially great for roundup posts. So maybe you have like 5 dresses that flatter every body type, okay? And maybe your pin image is like 3 of the dresses, but not the other 2. Well, they're gonna want to go see what the other 2 are. So look, so you give a little bit, but not all of it. Another thing you could do is like, it's like 10 foods that will help you lose weight, and maybe one of them's like a donut. Like obviously not, but you know, people will be like, lose weight and there's a picture of a donut. Like, I need to go read that. That seems weird, you know. So that's sort of a give a little but not all of it. So like show something that's on the list, but something that they would be surprised to see. Okay. Another way to do that is if you do, especially this is great for freebies where you have like checklists, or if you have like massive things. So instead of doing like an infographic, which will get repinned a million times but not clicked on like at all, do like the infographic or do like the list, but then cover it up. And I have an image of this over in the full blog post. So if you're watching this on YouTube, click over to elizabethstapleton.com, read the post, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But it's just a, like, you can do the image and then like block it with like a triangle that like, so people can be like, oh, the whole list is there and I'm seeing part of it, but I want to see all of it. So then you click to go view it. Okay. And then show, don't tell is number 4. So if you're showing something with results, show, don't tell. So it could be a screenshot of analytics or an image of the product or download, you know. So rather than like having a download the Start Saving Smarter ebook, just show an image of the ebook, and the title can be like Start Saving Smarter ebook. You know, you don't need to say it's a download because it's obvious by the picture. And again, photo example over on the website. My videos are not super savvy just yet. Stay tuned. Okay, then the 5th way to increase your click-through rates, and I'm sure if you've done any sort of Pinterest research, you saw this one coming, but it's maximize your Pinterest SEO. Pinterest is a visual search engine, and there's lots of places that you can maximize for that search engine, which include your pin description, your board descriptions, your profile description, your board category, and hashtags in pin descriptions. And speaking of hashtags, number 6, the 6th way to increase your Pinterest click-through rates are using hashtags. Now, hashtags on Pinterest are different than hashtags on like Instagram or Twitter. Hashtags on Pinterest, are basically keywords. So where on Instagram you might do like hashtag new blog post or hashtag living my best life. Pinterest, you don't do that. You do it like a keyword. So if you have a recipe pin, you might use hashtag recipe, hashtag spaghetti, hashtag dinner ideas, hashtag easy meals, hashtag pasta. You wouldn't do like hashtag no filter, like no. So if it's a keyword, it probably makes for a good hashtag. It also, hashtags help Pinterest understand what your pin is about faster. So definitely be using hashtags. Do not keyword stuff in terms of hashtags. So don't do like 50 hashtags. Less than 10, ideally around 5. So 5 hashtags. Okay, the 7th way to increase your click-through rate on Pinterest is to get others to share your pins. Seems pretty obvious, but the two ways you can do that, primarily the easiest ways, are on group boards and on Tailwind tribes. So group boards are not dead yet. I know a lot of people think they are, but if it's a quality group board, which you can see in your Tailwind analytics, highly recommend Tailwind. If you haven't tried it out, you totally should. I have a link down in the description of like how to get a month free to start if you haven't started using it. But anyway, I digress. Group boards, if it's a quality group, only pin to quality group boards. Don't waste your time pinning to bad group boards because those ones won't help you. And the Tailwind tribes exist in Tailwind, and they're like group boards, but on Tailwind. And they're nicer because it's much easier for tribe owners to see who's participating and like being a good tribe member by sharing and who isn't. So they can like kick out people that are being bad tribe members. Okay. So those are 2 great ways to get other people to share your content. The 8th way to increase click-throughs to your site is to get others to share from your site. So once they're on your site, they're like, yes, awesome content. You want them to like share it, right? And sharing to Twitter and Facebook's great, except Twitter, the lifespan of a tweet is 20 minutes and the lifespan of a pin is 3 months. So if you can get them to share it to Pinterest, much better. So a couple ways to do this. One is to have the Pinterest image obviously in your post and to be like, have like a comment under it that's like, if you like this, pin it, it's having a call to action. Another way is to use something like Social Pug, which is a social sharing plugin, which allows you to pick what image gets shared when they click share to Pinterest, which is awesome. Okay. The 9th way to increase your Pinterest click-through rates is to be a regular. Pinterest loves people who are consistently pinning. So you want to be pinning every day, but of course you don't want to have to actually physically be pinning every day, which is where Tailwind comes in. It's a scheduler. Highly recommend it. It's super affordable. It's like $10 to $15 a month, depending if you pay monthly or annually. And like I said, in the description, you can get a free month of Tailwind using my referral link, which means I get credited with like a free month or a small commission at no cost to you. But yeah, I use and love Tailwind for myself, for all my clients. Big fan of Tailwind. Okay, and then the 10th way to join, to increase your click-through rates from Pinterest is to join more group boards or Tailwind tribes. So you can only get so far pinning to the same tribes and group boards. Like if they're sharing it, great, but eventually like you're not growing. But if you get yourself onto more good group boards and quality Tailwind tribes, gives you more opportunities and more people to share to and share your stuff. So join more boards and tribes. All right, and the 11th and final way to increase your Pinterest click-through rates is to create more boards that are relevant to your brand. So when you first set up your profile, you probably set up a good 15 to 20 boards of your own, and then you probably haven't created a board since. So go in and create some more boards that are relevant because maybe you've expanded on what you talk about, or maybe you've learned more about sort of the keywords in your niche and you could use some more keyword-based board descriptions. I recently did this with my ElizabethStapleton.com profile, although I haven't been pinning regularly. I'm kind of like a Pinterest. It's like the plumber whose clogs are always fixed because he's always focused on his clients. That's how my Pinterest profile is. So I'm always working on my clients' Pinterest profiles, and I rarely get around to my own, but I'm changing that. But yeah, if you go look at that and you're like, why is this lady talking about it? It's because of my clients, not because of me, because I'm working on getting better at my Pinterest. Aren't we all? But yeah, so hopefully those 11 tips will help you in terms of increasing your click-through rates from Pinterest so that you can get more traffic to your site from Pinterest. So I hope that helped. If it did, please like and subscribe. It helps me grow this channel. And good luck with Pinterest. Let me know if you guys have questions in the descriptions.